It's not just about the performers, it's about the audience as well, and you guys have been an exceptional audience tonight. And thank you for being here, because it's not always easy to get up here and share yourself. You know, it's not always easy to share, and a community of people is what it takes to sort of give us that opportunity to share. And as Christina just mentioned, there's so many people who are responsible for this, and it's just so inspirational. So thank you very much for including me in this. And I'm going to share a little bit about my story. So I wrote an album. It's called Show It All True. It's on vinyl. It's out there. It's back here too for visual cue. Anyway, my life went really wrong a few years ago, and I had to make some decisions about what I wanted to do and what my priorities were going to be. But one of the things I had to decide was to live right, to live for myself and to live today. And this song's about living right. It's called Runaround. Saw it all marked down, another tally of the heartsick, full of sound, another lesson of the temperature we found, another run around. We threw our hooks into solid motion and struck the nerve to say, I'm not giving my life away. Hey, hey, hey. Not living my life this way. Hey, hey, hey. It pulled our tether round and swung us forward till the slack extended out, drove us further from the center of our cloud. Another roundabout. We filled ourselves with a proper notion, put a flag in the ground. I'm not giving my life away. I'm not living my life this way. I'm not giving my life away. I'm not living my life this way. When it comes to the way that it was, how it works, you've gotta show it all true and make it effortless. I'm not giving up. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh, into solid motion, we filled ourselves with a proper notion, roads are filled with a sick commotion. Still we started to say, I'm not giving my life away. I'm not living my life this way. Done believing it ends in pain. I'm not giving my life away. Thank you. So all these songs are going to be on Show It All True. This is a song about being in love with somebody you could never have. It's called Tidal Wave Away. Your eyes betray the words you cannot say. I watch your smile fade, spell your soft escape. Doesn't matter what I want to do about it anyway. Your fire bright and so defiant, still it burns my tidal wave away. Cast yourself astray and hide from every day. And I see you anyway, alone and still afraid. It doesn't matter if I come to wrap your soul in Everglades. Still burns bright and hot and blocks the foaming crest of my cascade. It doesn't matter what I want to do about it anyway. Your fire bright and so defiant, still burns my tidal wave away. My tidal wave away. My tidal wave away. My tidal wave away. Thank you. So I get to go home tonight for the first time in a week. That's gonna be great. You know, you're getting old when you're like, man, I'm looking forward to going to bed at like midnight tonight in my own bed. That's gonna be just marvelous. Anyway, I've had a blast though. Met so many talented people on this tour. I've got to share music with people, and tonight it was a privilege. All three acts. Can I have a round of applause for Prone, Amaya, and Jory? They're just, I mean, all of it's been so inspirational. It was so great to see a combination of so many different things, you know, because we all come to this from different perspectives. Some of us are like punk fans, some of us are like reggae fans, you know, some of us are like, so we all come from a different perspective, but then when we get to share this from so many different angles, it creates something different, something new, and that's so cool. There's a song called Marjorie. I'm gonna tell you a little story about Marjorie. So, I dated somebody in high school a long time ago, and she went away to the Air Force Academy, and I was her only point of contact when she left, and you know, she went through officer school. And when you're 17 years old and your girlfriend goes off to the Air Force and she's writing you letters about what they're doing, they get a little bit more distraught as she goes through basic training. So it was difficult, a difficult separation and a difficult period in my life. But I went through a divorce a couple of years ago, and that was even more painful for a lot of obvious reasons. And during that time breaking down in my life, I realized that what I needed to do was reclaim some of the beauty from my past. And one of the most beautiful things I ever had was that relationship in high school before she left. And I never really reflected upon that beauty. And so I wrote this song, Marjorie, about my girlfriend Meg, and about the beautiful spring of 1992 and the things we shared together. And I loved that because I wanted to reclaim the beautiful moments of my past. It's okay to share in the pain, but you gotta reclaim the beauty too. That's what I believe. It's called Marjorie. Summer sun on grass between our toes, breezes light and fair, a mixtape and a Saturday were all we ever dared. We would talk about the passion, pleasantries of soul, a wardrobe of asylum tailored for a vision bold. And We shot arrows in the dark, and we shared whispers in the park. Oh, Marjorie, disarm me and take me out of fear that all is lost we held so dear. And don't believe the world is full of grey. Oh, Marjorie, please comfort me. And now we know all of those secrets and demons of this world. 2 decades of lost Saturdays slip by us like unfurled. We don't talk about the past much, a pleasantry seems sold. We've kicked ourselves so far within, we've crawled inside our bones. But we tell legends of the past, where we held everything so fast. Oh, Marjorie, disarm me and take me out of fear that all is lost we've held so dear. And don't believe the world is full of grey. Oh, Marjorie, please comfort me again. Never knew quite what we had, we never knew it would at last. Never second-guessed our bond. We always thought we'd carry on. Oh, Marjorie. Thank you. So one of the things that I went through when I made this record, when your life gets really messed up, one of the hardest things to do is to kind of let yourself move on. And I had a really hard time with that. I got hung up on a lot of the things I did in the past that were wrong. But it kind of came down to this, that I had to kind of learn to be good to myself, that so many people were gonna tear me down and, you know, everything else. But I had to forgive myself to move on in my life. And I did that. This song's called Forgiven. When I sought out, I was a fresh face on the floor, trousers clean and fancy free, with a smile wide upon my jaw. My heart was open, I could fill it with just one. I could pour my whole soul out into a cauldron of pure home. And I thought life was on a roll, but I thought honesty was just something. Now I'm just a villain, suddenly. And that's the way that it has to be, with no hope for forgiveness or reprieve. Mortgage past, false memories. Now the hurdles stand too tall for me to clear. They look so small from far away. They are too high when I am near. And I would swear that they were larger even still than all the ones I've had behind me on this slow road up the hill. And it seemed time was at a halt, but I thought honesty could just help me understand the villain all around. When I'm down, eyes to the ground, a lifetime is forgiven in a sound. The bitter's found, but sweeter sounds to lead me from the ditches with a light, a beacon bright. in dark of night to lead me to forgiveness of myself, of my shell, of my hell. And now I'm just forgiven. I got time for one more? Okay. Thank you, by the way. I have one more song. I promise not all my music's depressing. Some of it's kind of happy sometimes. I'm gonna play you a song. The end of the record, it does actually end on a high note, and this is the last song on my record. If you're interested in my music, come talk to me. I'm not gonna bore you with all the details. I do got a vinyl, and I said on Facebook, and I'm standing by this right now. I said on Facebook last night, if you came to the show and you asked me for this vinyl, in the spirit of the potluck of this event, that I was gonna give it to you. So if you guys want a vinyl for free, you guys can have a vinyl for free. If you want one, seriously. Because I've had a great tour, I've had a great experience meeting people. This is a wonderful event in which community is shared, and I want to share my music with you if you're interested in it. So please take me up on that if you're interested. This is my last song on my record. It's called Smile. Thank you. I've been so despondent and alone. I've been waiting by the phone for someone to call on me, but it never would be. Then you showed up, so resplendent and serene, a simple beauty to your ease. And I could hardly believe this could happen to me. If I could only see you smile, I'd get on by a while, I'd get on down the mile, and we could sail across the line. I know we'd be just fine, I really wouldn't mind. Let's see what we can find. It's so hard when you've given up all chance, without a partner for the dance. Well, how could anything replace that magic twisted fate brings us to interpolate? But we appreciate just what corners we say, and I know I'd be happy if I could only see you smile. Get on by a while, get on down the mile, and we can sail across the line. I know we'd be just fine, I really wouldn't mind. Let's see what and and Carly to me, saying, oh, you're in distress, and can't seem to stand up. Oh, I know it too, 'cause I was searching for you, and it's so good when you share it from your soul. You can claim it for your own. Well, I will give anything just to feel that magic. I'd like to see you again, to see you again. I'd like to see you again, to see you again. I'd like to see you again, see you again. I'd like to see you again, I'd like to see you again. I'd like to see you again. If I could only see you smile, I'd get on by a while, I'd get on down the mile, and we can sail across the line. I know we'd be just fine, I really wouldn't mind. Let's see what we can find. I'd like to see you again, to see you again. I'd like to see you again. I'd like to see you again, to see you again. I'd like to see you again, I'd like to see you again, I'd like to see you again, to see you again. I'd like to see you again, to see you again. I'd like to see you again, to see you again. I'd like to see you again, I'd like to see you again. Thank you very much to all the performers, everybody involved with Song and Story, and to all of you in the audience. Thank you very much.